Well, hello everybody. Today,
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
today I
Well,
hope my
I feel
internet and
I feel like I came unprepared. Again, where's my phone? I have no idea where I left it this time. And I was going to put a whole bunch of rings on, and I've only got the two that I normally wear.
you want
And
to pause, you can go look for it.
oh
Stop.
no, no,
Okay, okay.
no. That means I
Keep
have to get up. That's
going.
that's a process.
Yeah, we had that. We kind of crashed today. It's been like a quite intense for the last 2 weeks or so because of the eclipse season. And yesterday, the Schumann was going over 100 for 2 days. Really, I think it was
Right.
right.
And I think if we put it in megahertz, it's 1,000 megahertz, but I can't remember. I know that it said 100, but it was, I
Well, that's
mean,
I have it. I don't know what it is, or I think I always think it's hertz because isn't it her natural heartbeat is 7.38, and then when they show it was spiking at 100, and I was just like, just felt like electricity was running through me.
oh,
Then I lost an internet,
I
but
ran a
then
race just from to get up off the couch to go take a leak.
Diana took over last night, and we got through it. Thank
Oh,
you all for your patience, and thank you, Diana, for
exactly.
getting us
Oh my
through
gosh.
that. And then,
And
oh,
well, no, I'm just saying, no offense to anybody who was in the chat, but I couldn't see you, and I felt like I was talking to my 17-year-old teenage son. Like, yeah, as he's turning around and walking away and smack the wall or whatever it is teenage boys do. Now that he's in his 40s, I've forgotten.
it's over 100 hertz is what it was. Went for quite a few hours,
Yeah, seven
but
hours on the one day, and then the black spikes started coming in, which is, oh my God, didn't y'all feel these little time jumps?
all day. And not only is the Schumann, the sun's got a big coronal hole and a solar
T-
storm, and then those comets, quote unquote, that are coming in. That's a whole nother level. And
All nine of them?
yeah, all nine of them, and they're like driving themselves. They're not like
Like
doing
one
what they
for each planet,
naturally
right?
physics do. They don't. They're driving themselves. And I'm listening to all this today, going, and these are scientists saying this. And on October 8th through the 18th, it's going to hit the blind spot. Nobody can see anything with any of our telescopes because it's too close to the sun, and they're going to go by that, and it's going to go by Mars on the 3rd of October and fly the closest towards us at the 30th of October, right on Halloween. So
Right, but it's the 21st through the 29th where it is flying into the sun itself. So it's going to be Earth on this side, then the sun, then the comet, then Mars. So
crazy.
we have this protection, supposedly. Every time they say
I,
that, guess what? Some of us empaths are very much aware of it.
yeah, I got some downloads about these comets, but on that one that just came in, not the three eye atlas, the swan,
Yes.
he's coming the closest to us. He's going to be like
Yeah.
only 2 moons away. And when
Yeah.
he flies by, but they're like coming in. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. I still have to investigate some more. But oh my goodness, look at all these beautiful souls. Hi guys, it's good to see you. Let's see who's
And
here.
I and
Millie.
I'm ready. I'm just ready for some happy joy.
Millie, Barbara, Jules, learning to listen, Polly. Angela's here. I hope you're feeling better, Angela. Gina's Place, good to see you. Lauren Hunsinger, good to see you. Andrea Galvin, good to see you.
Andrea.
Sonia, yeah.
Hey,
And
Detroit.
how come I couldn't say that? Andrea. Okay. Ruby Red Slippers. Oh, it's good to
My
see you
gosh.
too.
Hey, this is practice.
We got we got a party going on, and it is fall
Up
equinox.
on the roof,
We are half and half.
there's a
Well,
party going on, dancing and singing. Ooh, Lord romancing. Hey, Detroit, Andrea, how are ya?
and let's see. So 0 degrees Libra today, but yesterday when we were here, it was 20. Well, it had already passed, but we had that 29-degree Virgo partial solar eclipse. And that was the last degree of Virgo, right? And that was saying to us, what I was getting about that was you got to release, 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 especially the inner critic, especially the unworthiness stuff,
Oh,
the stuff that just always pops up in my head anyway. Hi, Viviani. Hi, Ralph. Hi,
hey,
Barbara
girl,
Bergman.
boys.
Hi, hi, hi. Oh my goodness, it's so good to see everybody. So, uh, uh, we went through that release, excuse me, and then came this morning to the eclipse. It was 7:24 Eastern Time AM, and we're
Yes.
in 0 degrees. So we had 29 and 0, because 29 last degree of Virgo, 0 first degree of Libra. Those are the critical degrees. They're called energetic degrees. They are master degrees, but they are not easy degrees for anybody. So as we were shedding and releasing the 29, we're going into the 0. And the astrology I learned is 0 is ruled by Scorpio. It's your protection. It's that bubble that we always talk about. Put that bubble protection on, and boundaries, and it's your safety and security, because that's the first step into any sign. But with Libra is usually about relationships, balance, harmony, justice. Well, the relationship is the one we have with ourselves. Not saying other relationships aren't important, but we are still in that process that Diana and I have been talking about, where we're recreating, reinventing ourselves, as we are all recreating the new earth, the new era. So far, so good.
Oh yeah, so far so good. I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, because
Let's see what else we
you
got.
know,
Oh,
well,
go ahead.
this is this is a definite time to be going within. We're all feeling all of it, and it's weighing heavily on
Mm-hmm.
all of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that you have to cut yourself off from everybody, but what I am saying is we definitely have to take time every day, as much as you can dedicate to just going inward. We are definitely upgrading physically.
Yes, yes, yes.
And it doesn't feel like it. It feels more like we're going in the opposite direction
Right.
because, well, rebuilding things hurts,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
You're taking like the plumbing that just had to be done. You've got to take all these old pipes out and put new pipes in and
And
reroute everything. So that's
yeah,
basically what's going on.
yeah. And that has a lot to do with us going from carbon to crystalline. So I know I feel that in any pain, any
Well,
lack of energy, it could be anything, but you need to take that time for your inner self. And this is a good this is a good month. I mean, it starts out because we're in the equinox, and we just had the um, eclipse last night. And as right after the eclipse, Mars went into Scorpio. That's who's the ruler. So he likes it in there. Thing is, there is a lower version of Mars in Scorpio, and there's a higher version in Mars in Scorpio. So we will be seeing the more of the same in the outer world. Very spicy, very.
very spicy. In fact, At this time of the year, when he's in Scorpio, he likes being in the dark. And who's he in the dark with? Venus.
Yeah.
She's still
Right.
hiding.
So look at that though. That's balancing to me. That's balancing your inner masculine, inner feminine as you're going into yourself.
As we're going into Libra,
Yeah, and we're
the
balanced.
sign of balance,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
flushing
And
out the system, ruling the kidneys,
yes,
getting that urinary tract functioning.
yes, and Virgo did a lot of that with our digestive tract. And Virgo only and also works on our nervous system. So I don't know about anybody else. Yeah, I've been in super hyper like last 2 weeks between these eclipses, but I did. We all have something going on, right? And um, but I couldn't relax. I couldn't think straight, and finally felt better today. But I had something good happen. But let's go back to that Mars. Mars is
Yeah,
at 0 Scorpio. Okay, the degree that I've learned that he it rules. We have 0 degree Neptune in Aries, and we have a 0 degree oh goodness, who did I forget? The sun, Mars, and Neptune are all 0 degrees. So we got 3 0 degrees saying, let's 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 reset ourselves, because that's really what the equinox is doing. It's saying it's time. uh, we just had the half of the year go by, spring equinox, summer solstice, and here we are, fall equinox, and now it's a reset. And this goes along. There's something we naturally do anyway, but we have so much more going on with the the raising of frequency, the ascension or evolution. But that's what all this is about. And when that Neptune and Saturn meet together back at 0 degree Aries, the very first degree of the zodiac, on February 20th, to me, that's when the new era officially starts. But it's gonna go slow. So this rest of this year is us really shedding, really getting intimately connected with ourselves, and
right.
and going forward like that. What do you
So
think?
today we look at the sun at 0 degrees of
Mhm,
Libra, directly opposite Neptune at 0 degrees of Aries,
mhm,
with a close second coming up from probably close to 28 and a half degrees of Saturn in Pisces.
mhm.
And Saturn, he's like ready, ready to go, ready to do, but he's in
He's
Neptune.
he's in Pisces. Yeah, he's retrograde in Pisces. He's not really doing anything but releasing.
Yeah,
Okay, this isn't working, that's not working, or is it? Because he's confused. He's at the last degrees going, oh my goodness. But Neptune's going to go back there with him, and they're going to figure out a lot of stuff together until February.
right.
That's how I
So
see
this brings us to, you know, okay, I just had a thing with plumbing and I just had a thing with my car. And I'm rebuilding the engine on my car because I can't get a new car for what that's going to cost me to do. And I can't even buy a used car for that price that I wouldn't have to sink $10,000 into. So why don't I just keep the car that I have created to be a used vehicle? I love it. She's my car. So, these are all the last hurrah of fixing these last little things because now they're going to be done. In
it. And it's
January, when that all goes back the other direction, they're going to be done with that whole Pisces pipe thing.
and Pisces is liquid, gas, plasma. It's all this
Yeah.
like the stuff you can't see. So like her car had a leak that needed to be fixed, and
Well,
that
yeah,
that
and
was
it's a
it.
Subaru, so the engine's got to come out. So the whole engine, okay, the engine's got to come out to fix one part, so why not give it a valve job at the same time, right?
Uh,
Because it'd be
yeah,
stupid not to.
right. Leah, North Node in Aries was last cycle. about a year and a half,
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
ago. So it
Now,
won't be back for what is that? No, no, no,
well,
no.
I think February 6th, they're going to be hitting into like 10 degrees of, but they're still not going to egress into Aquarius and Leo until deeper into the
No,
spring.
she's asking about Aries. It
Oh,
was in North Node. Aries was last cycle, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because we
I
had
thought,
South
I'm
Node
sorry.
Libra. No, it's okay. And
No,
then
yeah, I thought you already had moved on to talking about where they are right now and how
oh
long they're going to be here and then where they're going next.
yeah, they changed in end of
See?
August, and that's when Aquarius will be North Node, right? North Node is our way forward. This Pisces North Node is helping us create that new era. That's and Saturn's gonna work with it, and Neptune. And when the North
Fulfilling
Node
dreams.
into Aquarius, that's to me like when we really officially enter Aquarius, age of Aquarius, or one of the portal openings to that. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
So this is, again, this is the opportunity to create new dreams.
Yes, thank you.
It's been a while since the North Node has been in Pisces. And with that factor, your dreams have changed. You've grown in age as well. So since you want different things now, you have a different satisfaction level. You've learned lessons that you have been put on this earth to learn anyway.
Hmm.
So it is
And
about fulfilling dreams that still hold, but recreating dreams for the new you. And that brings us right back to that deep dive inside, right?
yeah, well,
Because
yeah,
not only,
from last year, from last Pisces season. Remember that pile up in Pisces, and we kept saying go into your dreams and your imagination. It's still the North Nodes in Pisces. That's not going to change in this whole year, right?
right, right, it spends 18 months in the sign as it works
Mm-hmm.
its way clockwise. So it starts at the 29 degree and works its way down to zero.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember when it shifts. I think it's April, but don't quote me.
It's
Whatever
August 30th. It goes into Aquarius. The nodes change.
okay, there
Yeah.
you go. But at that, remember how long it took for that egress to happen when it was leaving Aries and going
Oh
into
my
Pisces?
gosh. Yeah.
When it gets down there, it seems to take forever. But
Forever.
not only are we changing crystalline, we are adding another strand of DNA. And what we have to understand is the string theory, they're at 16 strings. If it, I recommend this book to everybody. It's by Mikio Kaku. It's the string theory, the 16 string. I can't remember it, but when you look at his titles, you'll know it's about the string theory and the 16, and then going on to 17, 18, 19. And in that book, he's just so easy to understand. He's a mathematician, physicist, genius, scientist, but he talks to us in our normal language because he's a normal guy. And so I recommend this book just because it will give you a better understanding of what's out there, what is really going on. The plasma that has disappeared that used to protect the earth. They don't even talk about the ozone anymore. It's like that thing never existed. So the
Mm-hmm.
plasma that was the protection on our the earth's bubble, her bubble wrap is gone. So we're feeling all of this during this maximum solar thing so much stronger. People who have no problem with the sun can't take the sun because it is blazing, because there's no plasma protecting us. So
Well, but that's
when,
clearing out density too, though.
but when the sun shoots off the protons that are gamma rays
Right.
and X rays, and the protons come in, they hit that ionization belt. when in that ionization belt has like three different layers where it kind of is undulating,
Hmm.
and as it comes through that ionization, those protons become ionized. That is what messes with our DNA.
Well, that's helping us though. It's very uncomfortable for
That
it
depends.
to, yeah.
It is
Well,
helping some people, but it also hurts some people.
well, of course, that yes. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it like that. 'Cause I had that severely. That's solar maximum in 2011 and 2012, and it was brutally painful. But what I'm trying to say, there's another side to that. Once your DNA and the cells get readjusted, you start another layer. You know how it comes in layers, how we peel off the layers constantly, and kind of like what Andrea is saying here,
Yeah.
that Phoenix energy, Andrea, that started with that. To me, it started with that Mars in Scorpio that started overnight, because that's really going to just expose, exposing things. Now, it's going to, like I said, there's a lower side of that energy and there's a higher side. And most of us are going to be trying to hang there in the middle, not getting too spicy, but I mean, we're all getting triggered, right? And it takes a lot in me to just stay neutral, be that neutral observer. But my goodness, another thing that that's doing
Yeah.
as we go into this fall season too is we're we're deprogramming, we're defragging all the old uh, constructs, beliefs, a lot of that has been changing within us too. Our thoughts, how we perceive things, are elevating, uh, just like everything else. And it's important to allow that. I know I talked to a few people who are just stuck on that one, it's this way, no other way, type of thing. And you got to say, well, is there another way? Is there some other another
Yeah.
perspective?
If they close the route to your office, you mean to tell me you're not going to take another route?
Right.
I mean, so
Yes.
your brain is your office, your heart is your office, and the brain and the heart are connected. You
Yes.
can't have the brain if the heart isn't clicking, and you
Oh,
can't have the heart if the brain isn't singing.
that's perfect, because that is another thing going on where we're syncing the brain and the heart, the mind and heart, constantly being in sync. And it's easy to get thrown off of that, especially with everything. To me, everything the heartless, soulless energies are throwing out there, it is really getting hard on us. But they're doing it, and they have to do it every moment to grab us, our frequencies, and bring it back down, because they know we're raising the frequency. You
Well,
know.
it was so intense because we were just coming out of that 100 hertz and the black spikes, and that graph was the graph out of Italy. And I wish I could get it in an app for myself because it is much more reliable than the one out of Tomsk. When not that Tomsk isn't good, it's easy to read, but it it goes to sleep. And
Mm-hmm.
there are 12 hours difference between us, right? Or even more. And so when Russia is asleep, it's a black screen. When Russia begins to wake up, then we can see it. But when it goes down, and the one from Italy just seems to go down a whole lot less. So I that's why I like that one. And that really shows the red, the wall of red that is
Yeah.
on the Facebook site. But I forgot where I was going with this, but it's a prime example. What happened last night?
Yeah.
We're 15 minutes into a show. Valerie freezes. She can't talk. She can't hear. Maybe you could hear. I don't know because that's
I
the
could
other
hear
side.
from my phone. I was trying
And
to.
she's not moving.
Yeah.
And so she leaves and then can't get back in.
Mm.
And had hoped you could hear me when I said
Um,
unplug it and start all over again.
I
Well,
did.
by that time she came back, I had said, okay, good night, you guys. I don't know if anybody's even here, if I'm just talking to air, because I might be frozen too. Who knows, right?
Oh, no.
So I signed off. And just as I signed off, she says, I'm back in.
I'm back. I'm back.
Not
And
tonight.
then, yeah. And it just so happened today was fall equinox, and we were, let's just do it tomorrow. So that worked out. I mean, that's all spirit. I can't argue with spirit about any of it. Um, it things happen, and plus, right? That's kind of one of the a lot of radio, a lot of satellites when the sun is doing its thing and Mother Earth is having her spikes. It interferes with communications. So um, that's kind of an interesting thing. That I was watching somebody. It was kind of freaky. They were saying, it's getting to the point where AI, you can't. It's really hard to tell fake a video, fake what's going on. So this
You,
is discernment. We got to really use that too going forward.
you gotta really use your ears
Mm,
because even when it's Joe Dispenza or Deepak or
mm,
somebody that is, Greg Braden, who doesn't subscribe to using it very often, but if you listen, there is a subtle difference in the voice.
mm,
It's so subtle that if you're
yeah.
not looking for it, you won't hear it. But there, it's like, oh, this is not just a recording. These are the words he said, but you have taken them from all the words in all those speeches and all the lectures that he's given, and pulled a word here and pulled a word there and pulled a word there, and it's not that continuity seems to just be not there. So it's observation of sound.
Yeah, we really got to like uh, be diligent on what we because there's so much can be distorted and faked. I mean, there's just too many things going on that are want our attention, and they know by getting our world all amped up over assassinations or whatever, they take that energy and they use it against us in a lot of ways. And then the Epstein files kind of just disappeared. And you're just
Oh,
like,
no,
things,
they're not. They're still there. There's
yeah,
too
I
many
know.
people remembering, right?
Yeah.
So,
And Jimmy Kimmel and look at that. Look at that. See? Money
yeah,
talk.
Disney, it's hard enough not getting anybody to go to Disney World or Disneyland or anywhere that you're going, Epcot Center and all those places. Yeah, you better believe Disney's ready to bring him back. So tomorrow
Mhm.
night he's supposed to come back.
So
And how about that rapture? What do you think?
that, oh my God, that's tomorrow. Oh no, yeah, tomorrow.
I don't
Tomorrow
know.
is
I've heard it so many different times. Well, it's going to be tomorrow. How many years have we heard? Well, it'll be tomorrow. Yeah, like your own private Idaho.
hey, it would be interesting if it actually happened. That's for sure. And honestly, in these energies, I don't put anything past
Oh, right.
anybody. I really don't. It could
Right.
happen, but
Well,
God,
AI Atlas maybe has a big magnet.
yeah, it does. Yes, the light has won already. That is true, Leah. And dirty, yes, and it is the death throes of the old systems. Um, it, it's hard though. They have a way of snatching our attention like they do.
Leah, that's a t-shirt moment. The light has won already.
Epstein is core slavery energy. It sure
Oh,
is,
yeah.
along with ice. Yes, it is. And you
Yep.
see, like even though we know the light has already won, this is going on, and it's that Epstein slavery, ice, kidnappings, like all that stuff. Now with that Mars in Scorpio, that's going to get spicy, but at the same time, the way to solve it is going
Oh,
to start coming in, and people ready to take action. Those who have um, are going to band together and like Gavin Newsom, people like that, and make changes happen. Plus, we got a 2026 election in a lot of places where so far as I know, the MAGAs have lost every election that they've had so far up until now, be over the last 6 9 months, whatever it's been.
Well, and I mentioned this last night on the 24th, and we're already feeling it. Do not forget that Mars is the original ruler of Scorpio, but his little kid brother Pluto is in there with him now.
Oh yes.
So Mars likes to make sure that everybody's psychic's ability is clicking.
Mm-hmm.
And the hidden things, if your gut is telling you it's the right thing or the wrong thing to do, listen to your gut because they're
100%.
working together.
Mm-hmm.
Even though this is a hard energy because it's a square, they are talking to each other, making sure that the box is filled with
Mm-hmm.
things to sort out what we need, what we don't need, where's the truth, what's a lie, where do you
Mm-hmm.
stand, where can you back off? Those are the things that we're still working on, right? And that is a never ending battle with our whole life. This is true.
Right.
But this is the time where we go within and we work on that. So that's an important alignment to remember. And to remember that Mars still has it over Pluto because Mars is older.
And they're going to be squaring each other, and that's going to be
Yeah.
the spite to Wednesday exact, but it's already there, and it's going to be
Oh,
there
yeah.
by a few days after that. So just know, be prepared to hear, because with that Mars, to me, how I see Mars and Pluto squaring is
Well,
it's exposing the underbelly, which is what they do. I mean, they're the best detectives and researchers, but at the same time, it's a good energy to manipulate with too, if you're the of that ilk,
and
um,
at the same time that they're squaring each other, the sun is going to be in a trine with Uranus.
mm, oh my God. And I mean, we got some really nice trines. We got that air trine with Pluto, Uranus, and the sun right now. And
Right.
this is the brilliance, right? But they're under that zero, well, 2-degree Libra, because it's 1 degree Pluto in Aquarius, 1 or 0 degree Uranus, Gemini. So they're making this really beautiful trine in the sky. But at 2 degrees Libra is the supergalactic center, and that doesn't move, and it's just sitting there vibing for the next few months like that, while everybody's at those low degrees, because they're really not going to clear that orb prior to 4 degrees. I would say 3 4, but that's the underlying background energy of higher consciousness, spirit coming through with. I mean, to me, it's going to be really surprising. Like it's like out chessing them, right? Playing. Well, I hate that they use this term 4D chess, but seriously, playing. Oh, hold on. Um, Diana, will you?
Someone just said hello. Oh, I've been hearing so many things lately. I was thinking that this was somebody, just one of my spirit guides making themselves known to everybody.
Hey, and you can't. I always say everything's a sign. Anyway, there's a phone ringing in the middle of this. To me, and I didn't turn my volume down, which I usually do. So,
Well, what I was going to say when that hello came in was we've also got this iron trine going on. It's not quite the hammer of Thor. It's equal measurements, right? So we're going to have um, the moon is going to be sitting on Aldebaran at 9 degrees, right? Isn't it 9 degrees of Sagittarius is Aldebaran, right? And
Mm,
then we have 10 degrees of um, Venus in Virgo, and it's the moon. So the moon is going to move quickly, but it's still going to be attached to the regal star, right? And then
regular.
at the point of that, we've got Chiron and Xena Eris.
That's really going to
And that
open.
and right, and it is the iron yod. It's
Mm,
because we have that 10 degrees moon and Venus
hmm
compilation at the base in a trine or a sextile, and then going up, we've got the orange lines. That it's not quincunx though.
Yeah, that Chiron's playing a big role in all of this because that's the deep wound, right? And that's also uh, for America, for the world. But in that wound, in that deep wound, is the healing too. So that's what that energy Diana's talking about is really going to bring in because and Eris with Chiron and Chericles in Aquarius, but there's a lot of goddess energy in here. Sedna sitting with Uranus. Oh my
Oh,
goodness. You
at
just
one
so
degree. So that's all part of the grand trine.
yeah.
So again, this takes us back to yesterday's eclipse and what we're letting go of.
Yes.
In
I mean
order to
that's
bring in the new, we got to get rid of the old.
mhm. And that's constant. I mean that's life, right? But this is like an
Yeah,
opportune time to really with all those 0 and 1 degrees. I mean, and they're the outer planets, and they move very slow, and they're retrograde. It is. It
guess
may
what,
seem,
Barbara?
it may seem like it's being excavated out of you, whatever this is, and it could go
Disney,
on for
I
a
got to tell
while.
you, Barbara, Disney's making an offer. If you canceled, they're going to bring you back for half price.
No,
So you get 50% back, you get 50% off if you resubscribe.
I wouldn't
If
do
you're
it for a
one
month.
of the people If you're one of the people who have canceled because of Jimmy Kimmel, they're making you an offer to come back for half price.
I wouldn't even do it for a month because they already turned on the American people with their freedom of speech, trying to. I'd wait a month. I don't trust them.
Well, I'm just saying, it's up to you.
Oh,
The offer may only be good for, 30 days. You got to do it now, but you
yeah,
can
but
always cancel again, right? And
yes,
that
yeah. Sorry.
right.
Air kite. The air kite is higher consciousness information flowing in your guides. E- Everything that you have a spirit team. We all have spirit team. But spirits here, dragons, angels, you name it. It's coming in clearer with that air trine, the grand air trine. And yeah, we're evolving, we're upgrading in our DNA, in our cells, in our minds, in our hearts. Everything's becoming more strong. Um, it's like I don't know how to, I guess this is how you would say it. It's like superhuman. We're being created like as a superhuman. I mean, you could see a lot of people are aging backwards. Things are changing, like
And I would say
the
yes,
body.
we do think differently because the top of the kite
Hmm
is where our release point is. It's in that
Yeah.
opposition. But we have this grand trine at the bottom. So now we're releasing air because it's attached to an air trine.
hmm
And that air that leaves from the top is going to be leaving through that Neptune and um, Saturn conjunction.
hmm
And even though they're not in the same sign, they're still conjunct.
They're very close.
Those give Saturn 5, 6 degrees of orb, and
Hmm
Neptune maybe 3 because he's farther out. But Saturn used to rule Pisces, and in
No
that alone,
more, not no more.
well,
Well,
he's still the co-ruler,
I know. I'm just saying.
but
I
he's
say spirit trumps them though.
it is why Neptune will change the shore, but there's still a shore. It's
Mm-hmm.
why Jupiter will rule travel and exploration and continuous education and being the professor, but it does it in a conservative manner because Saturn used to rule him as well. Saturn is Jupiter's dad. So
Mm.
he honors his dad, and when they're in a good aspect, he really honors his dad.
When does Jupiter go retrograde? Because that's going to be all of the outer planets going retrograde. I'm going to look it up, and that's going to be interesting. But as they're going retrograde, right? They're reviewing, they're reassessing, they're rebuilding. It's all for our
November
highest.
11th.
November 11th. So that's all
No,
for our
no,
highest.
wait. He goes, Jupiter enters Cancer June 9th. Jupiter stations retrograde November 11th, 25 degrees of Cancer.
Wow. And he is takes place in the sun. And he's retrograde until March. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh my Lord. Well, that's when I see things moving forward because all the outer planets, everybody will be moving forward.
But look at
February, March, April.
that's a beautiful date though, 11/11.
It is. It is. I was just thinking
Perfect
that.
date for benefic to stand still.
Yeah. Jupiter in Cancer is helping all of humanity with that safety and security and feeling uh, compassion. I know it doesn't look like it for a lot of people, but it is. I've seen some cracks in the some cracks in some really extreme, magas, where they're questioning everything, a lot of them. So we'll see. We'll
Spiritual boots on the ground, absolutely.
hmm
And
And
and and in saying that, you got to keep yourself grounded.
yeah,
Ritual is so important. I mean, people are
what
a
is?
lot of people have pulled away from that. A lot of people are just coming into the woo, let's say, and don't understand it. Um, Everything is a ritual. Getting up and going to the John is a ritual. Brushing your teeth, taking a shower, doing
Mhm.
your hair regardless of the outcome. And it is
Hi,
just
Ron.
applying for as many minutes as it takes that mind to heart connection so that you do a good job. You're only person you're doing it for is yourself.
That's true. That's true.
There may be others who benefit from it, but all of that energy is coming from you, which is the within you. And the within you is the important thing to heal right now.
I thought this was interesting. The Sabian symbol, like every degree there's a couple different ones that where people have given each degree a definition, basically. And yesterday I got the one for Virgo 29 and uh, Aries, I'm sorry, Libra 0. A false call unheard in attention to immediate service. So to me, more distortion, right? But it's discernment. It says discernment because you'll know that it's not real. It's not real stuff going on. So we're prioritizing discernment, the power of now. That is so important to stay in the now moment. Oh my goodness, that's as being connected to your own heart and soul, to your inner self. It's and the ability to filter out distractions, ability to act decisively in the face of genuine emergencies, which I thought was interesting with what everything's going on out in the world, you know. And being in the moment, my goodness, that's everything. 'And we are creating that new foundation too, to authenticity and integrity and truth. And and it's, I think our beautiful communities are grounding that in. We're batteries, we're light columns of batteries helping Mother Earth. And those that are still on the fence and wavering are, we're supporting it all. But, well, Mother Earth's doing all the work, but, the dragons and angels and everybody. Does anyone have any questions? Or Diana, what did I get here? You are, oh, I don't know why this struck me. You know how a lot of people are considered to have, and I always thought this, like any kind of diagnosis of a mental illness, and they put you on meds, and what it is that you're waking up, and that's, to me, that is, or illness, having cancer. This, when you wake up out of, you start to get connected to your spirit more out of a deep, dark thing that's happened in whatever respect. I'm not saying you weren't awake before that. I'm saying it
Well, I,
goes on and on. Like you, again, it's layers. We unravel these layers.
I can relate to that through cancer because, look, I've known all my life I am not of this earth. And I've never, I mean, there was a whole stretch of time where I didn't hide any of the woo. But then I was ended up being married to a very well, I can't say he was conservative by any means, but
Didn't like the woo.
somebody who liked to argue, okay? So I hid
Yeah, man.
my woo because of him. And I will say also, he worked for EDS in the government end of writing
Mm,
writing. Um, I can't even think of what it was, but anyways, he was a vice president eventually and all that other stuff. So yeah, he couldn't just let everybody know everything about his life, right?
mm,
And but it was when I had cancer that I just decided to come out. It doesn't matter who they are.
mm,
Because if I'm in a conversation with somebody, even through his work, because of an event that we had to go to, I'm not going to divulge to anybody that doesn't already get it. And
never
believe
right.
me, there were enough people down there that were from Detroit that were old holdovers from the GM world that merged with EDS that ended up in doing the same thing that we did, which was to leave Detroit to go down there because of work. So those people I already kind of knew. And sister, let me tell you, there was a couple of gals that they just couldn't wait till I showed up because it was going to be like old home. It's like when Andrea's here.
Well, that's, I mean, it is. It's been such a crazy journey. Like, Millie's sitting here saying leukemia woke her up. It had her sit down and, how'd you put it, Millie? Me too. Leukemia sat me down to wake me up. Leah, I got, you are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels, and traveling lightly simplify your life, which is what you are doing, I believe.
Woo. I'm
It's a
drawing from the
process.
Maban deck. I'm
You're
drawing from
drawing.
the Moon deck, and
No,
it's
no.
Maban right now. We're in the second harvest. Today is the beginning of the second harvest.
That's right.
Oh, bring your corn dolls along. Now, this is a gift from Annie Bear.
Let me
I've
see.
used
Oh,
several. She sent me like 3 clutches, and I did burn some of them from the other clutches at the beginning of the season, but I don't want to burn these yet. But this is it. Now is like we can go places and see corn stalks that are ready to bring home and decorate your front lawn with, and the fall colors are starting, the turning of the leaves. And so
Mm,
now is the time where you get those corn stalks out of there, where the last of the summer wheat is, and the alfalfa's already been cut, and now you're still turning it over and trying to bind it and get it off to the farms for feed and all of the other things that are happening at this time. And you can see it in the plant world. Tomatoes are the tomatoes are still growing and turning ripe, but the leaves look like they never were on the plant. And it's all leggy and spindly, and you wonder how it's still even feeding a tomato. The same thing with most of the other things in the garden. It's
yeah.
been and it's been pretty dry for summer in Michigan in this area. So everything is looking pretty scrawny and brittle.
Hmm.
And so it is that time that, okay, we got to get this stuff out now because if you're going to plant winter wheat, you got to turn it over and get those seeds in. So
Hmm.
you, Leah, I pulled from the Mabon deck, and I got haunted house. How about that?
Oh,
The
cool.
the
If
things
anyone
that
wants a reading, just put it in all caps, please,
the,
or have any
the thing
questions or anything.
The things that haunt you are the things you have yet to let go of.
Oh, Leah.
Yep. Let's see how much shine am I getting on this card. What
That's
the heck is
cool
going
looking card.
on?
Like,
I can't see where I'm at. There we go.
yeah.
I love this deck. This is from the Seasons of the Witch collection,
Oh,
which,
that's
by the
so
way,
cool.
they have a tarot deck coming out for Halloween. The next card is the Coming of Darkness. The light is dimming. All the light is dimming, life is withering on the core. Are you ready? There's big changes going on in your life right now, and you
Yeah.
know it. Things have changed. The things that no longer matter are the things that are withering and being let go of. Just like the tomato plants I was just talking about,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's so cool. Huh.
right? And here we go. The bottom of the deck, Harvest Moon.
Oh.
Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of yourself.
Oh,
And this is your time, Leah. It's your
that
time. Love
is
this card.
beautiful. Yeah. That Harvest Moon, that's the one
In
next month, right?
Yep,
August,
it's
I mean
October moon.
October moon. It's the full moon, is the harvest moon. On the new moon is when that three-eye atlas is coming in aspect with our moon and sun. Okay, now
Yep.
that's an aspect. So that's making everything that makes aspects makes it brings energy on some level. Thing is, so far we don't know what kind of energy it's bringing. But how cool is that? Yes, Leah. Always sage new house. Always, always. Everything. I sage pretty much every day because I get so frustrated with the world. Especially if I hear news up here, I have the little, short things on there. If anyone would like a reading or anything at all, we are here for a few more minutes. Let's see what we got here. We are traveling beautiful maps, and I've been pondering, remembering why come down here just to endeavor to remember who we really are. Well, why not, I guess. Yeah, I think, in your eternal soul and you just can constantly go and explore different forms and different planets.
Right?
This is supposedly the best game in town coming to Earth is like going to Busch Gardens or Disney. I don't know if that's true. That's what they
Well,
say.
this kind of goes, I had to pull a card because this is such a loaded sentence here, right?
Hmm.
So why? Why not? Okay, why, right? The chambers, it's grieving is the card that I chose that came up,
Oh, I love that card.
right? So up
Hmm.
there Up there, you didn't have the body, you just were a spirit
Mm,
in the formation of your skeleton, right?
right.
The chambers of your mourning are surrounded by nothingness, emptiness, and waiting to be seen. And that's why you came here.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's why we all came.
Yeah, so true. I mean, it's so true. That is perfect. I got choosing your path, all is possible. 'Cause on that soul level, you get to choose. You get to like make your character. You get to do all that, and then surrendering to the journey, release control, enjoy the journey best you can. It's gonna break. It's not gonna be as intense as it's been for as long as it's been. It's been a while, and we can all feel something is about to pop. I mean, we've been saying that for a while, you know.
Well, this three-eye atlas, they still don't know what it is.
They don't know what it is, and
They
there's nine
still
more
haven't.
of them.
And I can't believe with all the information that's out there that Stefan Burns hasn't come on with something.
He will. He'll be. You
Well,
you know that's what he's doing. He's in researching.
the other thing, he's probably climbing a mountain in Tibet somewhere right now. The
Oh,
other, because he does, I mean, he's a mountain climber also. He does all kinds of stuff. Oh my gosh, what a guy. Um, the other thing, you had mentioned the coronal hole. I wanted to talk about that for a minute because when you see it, with the picture that was up 3 days ago, now it's probably turned and facing us, it may have changed shape. But what you see is this coronal hole that
yeah,
reminds me of a silhouette of an owl
yeah.
from the position that it was in on the sun 2 days ago. Now, there's this little silhouette, and if you can think back to your childhood, there's this black outline of an owl, then there's the moon, which is lighting up behind something else that is on the inside of that whole shape. That part is black. There's a big black, and then this thing that goes around the top that looks like an owl's outline, and then this big yellow sun that also could, there it is. It could also represent an owl sitting on a branch, and that's the moon shining behind,
Mhm.
right?
I just think it's so beautiful.
Thanks for showing that.
Of course. And you see all these filaments coming off. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
really see
Oh my
them.
gosh.
It's
And that's
crazy.
what that is. I don't care what they say. Most of us feel it even if it isn't hitting the earth.
Absolutely agree. Okay, we have Maria is grateful, has a question, and
Here
Denise has a question.
for this season. Okay.
Um, Audra, if you want to put her link in, that's what you're saying.
Oh, Stefan's.
A dear friend just finished making a Spanish English tarot cards and a wonderful magical plant book if anyone would like to have her on a show. She was also part of a traveling gospel group. Very
Oh,
cool.
oh,
Very
oh,
cool.
oh.
Let's see. She's selling
I
Amazon.
like that. Andrea, send me the messages. Send me his name and stuff. Oh,
Swampy.
Maria, I've got the autumn equinox.
Oh,
No,
wow, wow, no way. Oh, so cool.
nothing is whole without acceptance and acknowledgement of all. So that's your first card.
So cool. Oh my gosh.
And the next card is the corn maze. Ah, although your path is unclear, It is there waiting for you to discover it. Hello, right? It's the ending of the season, and into another
Yes.
season we go. And then the rising energy from the bottom of the deck is tea magic. And that's what I got. And I actually had pulled that card for myself earlier this morning. And what I made was mushroom kai tea. So I'm happy with that. And the tea magic says, reach into your subconscious, pull from source, and weave magic with the intention and answers will unfold.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
This is so funny because I am holding this card way out here, or so it feels, in order for you guys to see it. I don't know what's going on with this
Yeah.
camera tonight, but
Sometimes cameras get
unless
wonky.
I put it in upside down. Oh, I put it in upside down. There you go. Maybe
All
that's
right.
the thing to do.
So I got for you, Maria, poppy seeds.
Ooh,
I know. Pause for a moment to reset and reconnect with your soul. So this Libra season is going to be good for you to rest. And then you got same thing pretty much on the other deck. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So it's a good time to just allow, and be gentle with yourselves. All of us. It's so important. Be gentle and grace and ease. My goodness.
hi
Libra loves
Denise.
grace and ease. Libra is, it's a cardinal sign. So you could get a lot done for yourself with this month. Mm, well, Denise,
Harvest Moon. This is the second time it's come up. Harvest Moon.
it's
Slow your
powerful.
heart. Slow your heart and move into the coming of self.
I love that deck. That is so cool.
Right? Because from now until then, as we get closer to the third harvest, which is Sawe,
Hmm.
the next one is shape shifting. This I had this card for myself this morning also. Transformation is not the loss of what once was. It is the evolution of more powerful self.
Oh,
Harvest,
man.
harvest, harvest, harvest
I
moon.
love that.
And the rising energy from the bottom. Oh, back to that card, grieving. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
That grieving
man.
card. Let me read it one more time. The chambers of your mourning that
Hmm.
you've lost, right? The chambers of your mourning are surrounded by nothingness, emptiness, and waiting to be seen. So that big harvest moon that is in there for you, something big is going to happen for you by that time.
So cool. So cool.
Something you've been trying to manifest should show itself by then.
Mm,
Whatever you're doing for its manifestation, keep doing it.
which one? Okay, I got Finding Sanctuary. So this is opening to your spiritual source. This is source, yeah. And see, it's all up in the clouds. This is a good time to dream and imagine what is it that you want to create. And then I got draw strength from within and protect yourself fiercely. It's time to reclaim your power.
Nice.
Mm, it is, it is, it is. That is so cool, Denise. Hope that helps. I hope it helps. Anyone else here?
Any other questions?
I don't think so. No, I don't. Happy birthday month to my Venusian brothers and sisters. That's very
Oh,
nice, Venus.
yeah.
Yes, happy birthday. I
There
know
you
it
go.
is.
Venus is the planet for Libra, for sure, for sure.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And Venus is now in Virgo. So she's scrutinizing everything. She's very
Can I give
discerning.
a shout out to Nancy Jean?
Of course.
I love Nancy Jean, but she's doing something that she hasn't done for a long time, and she's getting back into her old happiness of the way to do her channel. And what she's doing right now are psychic interviews. And they are awesome. So everything you want to know about the people that we are, that you are a part of this community, the things that you don't know about the individual, and that means us watching some of our people. We're fans too, right? We watch other people.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So today she did Allie. It's really good. Allie is such an eloquent speaker.
Yes.
And then next week, Dr. Gale has interviewed Nancy Jean. So
Oh.
we're going to get a look into Nancy Jean's history and how she embraced her gifts. But there's been many before, and so when you're really looking for something to watch, go back and watch all the others that she has done already.
Mhm.
It's fantastic. It's very fascinating. Oh, I can't think of his name right now. The one of the guys who is really involved with ley lines was in there. Not Rory Duff, but someone
Oh, I
else.
know who you're talking about. I can't.
Right? I think his name is Tom, but don't quote me. He was on last week or the week before. So
No.
anyway, if
Um.
if it's nothing good to binge on TV, binge Nancy Jean on YouTube.
Well, cool. Yeah, I love it. Let's see. What's this say? Could you please read for each other?
Sure, Baba G, that's so nice of you to say
I like
that.
that. Hi, Starfish Jetty. Absolutely. Okay, and then we got Pamela Anderson, and I think that is it. Check in. I don't want to miss anybody. I prefer ease is one thing I have been asking for, right, Maria? I mean, always. Everything in grace and ease helps
So this
limit.
card, I said I got this card this morning. It is definitely sticking with me through the night. The shape shifting card. Transformation is not a loss of what once was, it is the evolution of more powerful self.
Ah, cool.
Okay? And the next card is the autumn equinox. Nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all.
Aw.
Now, who am I showing this with? I can't remember. I think it was Leah that got this card also, but don't quote
Mhm.
me. I don't remember for sure. And the rising energy. Oh, well, the rising energy is Queen of the Dead. Fear not the rage of fire living within, for it is the power of your fierceness waiting to taste you fully. Here
Jeez.
comes the season of the witch.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, must be the season of the witch, yeah. Must be the season of the witch.
All right. So they
Well, I know. Good old.
all right. So I got for Diana, I got Leo. To deny your heart's joy is to deny nourishment to your spirit. So you follow
Awesome.
your heart, young lady. And passion and pleasure. Look at all these Leo cards you're getting.
I know.
And the
Well, you
moon,
got
that
you.
harvest moon. Savor your life. And then, and then I got from the unicorns, manifest your dreams, focus on your vision, seek satisfaction and contentment.
Oh, thank you for that card. I'm
Where's
telling you, because of the kind of day you and I have had and all the communication that we've had, the cards that she got absolutely fit. even though I'm buying into them because,
Heck yeah. And then
that's all.
that was cool that they asked us to read on each other. That was cute.
That was very sweet. Thank you.
That was. I think, oh, we had one more person. Oh, here. No, Pamela Anderson. There we go.
All right.
In the USA chart.
Oh,
Boy, yes.
yes, here.
Give me a second. Let me,
Are you going to look at it?
yeah.
I'm I'm going to
Well,
switch for this
if
one.
you, do you have it? If you,
No, I don't have that. I don't have it with me.
yeah, I don't have it with me, so I'm trying to remember in my head. Okay.
But I'm going to pull
That,
a couple cards from the what things that we've forgotten, what we've forgotten deck.
oh, we forgot. Well, I would say every uh, every eclipse or aspect does always play off of something in a chart, right? And I think we can see USA is going through it because of the Great American Eclipse in April of last,
2022,
yeah,
22. Was it?
2024.
Yeah, it was last year, August, April of last year. Hello, darkness, my old
So
friend.
it comes around. It comes round. And we can see since April 2024 to now how bizarre things have gotten, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So this is for the chart, but this is also for the American people who are living under this chart, right?
See, nice.
First card out of the chute is Portal.
Yeah, you can feel that too. My goodness.
Can't you? I mean,
Yeah,
this is a portal because we are on 2-2. 9-2-2.
922. Oh, and in
And
the 9 months, so we can say 9922.
the next card is ancestors.
Oh,
And
definitely.
and what do we look at when we look at the birth chart of this nation? Our ancestors who have come here before us. Whether we're only the third generation or whether we have been here as a Native American from its very beginning. And then the rising energy on the bottom is all. I love this the most of all. We're going to see the big picture.
Oh, that is so cool. Yes, we are.
I think that this is the seal the deal
Yes,
card.
yeah. I agree with you there. It's in.
Just because it's right below that, I got to show you open doors.
Oh, cool.
Since we, excuse me, since we started with um, standing at the portal, you got to open the doors to go through it, right?
Right.
And then we got the big picture and the ancestors. I'm not breathing properly. I'm getting the hiccups here.
I don't know why that's mixed my decks. Okay, here we go. I got some interesting cards. They're just quick, but for America, imagine. This is us imagining our country. How I see it is our country the way we all imagined it to be since from our ancestors, right? And there's a little quarter moon. It looks so cute. And then I got a change in the wind.
Ah,
And
perfect. Like that.
underneath that was milk and honey. Land of milk
I
and honey.
haven't used that deck for a while. It's time to switch things up for down here.
Yeah, and the rainbows bringing it in. And we are technically in a land of milk and honey, right? So I I think we're recreating that actually to being in the land of milk and honey. I hope.
You know what I got on the bottom for all of us?
What? Oh, I'm gonna pull
Well,
some.
the top card, this is for everybody here tonight. The top card says manifestation.
Oh,
This is
nice.
too perfect, right? Manifestation.
Oh, I love that. Look how pretty that is.
And the bottom card is
The
Vision
button.
Quest,
Huh. I love it. And that's what
right?
we're doing the rest of the year. Right there.
Right? And we are, oh, let's go this way. We two complete circles.
Oh my gosh. I love
Both
that.
of them entail a map and a compass.
I love that. Yeah, because it's making the new,
Just
whole new earth.
because it's staring me in the face, it says the control room. Okay, it's your manifestation, it's your vision quest. Don't forget you have the controls. Don't let someone else push you around.
I love that. Oh my God. The control room. Control command center. There we go. Yeah. Are you finished on the
Yes.
for everybody? So for everybody, I got between worlds, and look
Ah,
at that, half and half, just like the equinox. I thought that was pretty cool. Between worlds, and I got Earth Star activation, anchoring grounded action, Isis energy,
love it.
and this is something I'm using a lot lately. Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. So
What deck
yeah,
is that?
that's Gateway of Light activation, Kyle Gray.
Oh,
Yeah. So this that violet flame. Anytime you get thrown off your center, get anything, I throw the violet flame on myself, everybody else, all the time. Um,
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
that's really cool. And okay, and then star gathering, which I think is cool. Stars aligned, remembering home and soul family. And you see out here, it's like there's a compass again, Diana, that you
There it
have.
is. Yeah, exactly. With the
That is
vortex.
so cool. It is a vortex, portals, everything is going on, and you have, because you're a command center, you have the control over all of it. Give yourself the time and space. Let's see, to make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Thank you all so much for coming in and hanging with us.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
love,
Thank you.
I
With a
love,
do-over.
yeah. And Linda Bishop, hi, good to see you. Play, love, remember. Just want to say hi. If I miss Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, good to see you.
Hey, hey.
Ron, Unconditional Love came in a little bit ago. Swampy63 came in, good to see you. Baba G, on the Starfish Jenny. Thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with us. Pamela Anderson. We will be back soon. Full moon.
You
And
know, November is a crazy month. Just before we leave, November 4th, Mars goes into Sagittarius. November 11th, Jupiter goes retrograde. November 7th, Uranus goes into re-enters Taurus in her retrograde. November 27th, Saturn stations direct. Neptune re-enters Pisces on October 22nd. Let's see what this other guy does here.
who did you say? Oh, I'm sorry, missed one. I missed one, and now I can't remember what it was. Goes into Taurus. Who goes into
That
Taurus?
Uranus.
Oh, that's right. He does go
Yeah,
back. Oh
and
man.
Uranus stations direct on November 27th, which I said already. One more. Is there one more? Oh, that's Mercury. Mercury does something. Doesn't he go? He goes retrograde on November 9th.
Oh,
Everybody.
does he? Oh, wow. Yeah. So
Mercury
Mercury.
goes retrograde on November 9th. He re-enters Scorpio on November 18th, and then he stations direct on November 29th.
Okay, so you see Mercury going into Scorpio and then retrograding back in. It's got something to do with Mars and Scorpio now because they're going to be playing off each other. So this
Yeah.
is going to be, I mean, big information.
Well, and
Very
here's the nice kicker because Venus is going to be in Scorpio, but on
point.
November 6th, she re-enters because she went retrograde. She enters Scorpio. I'm sorry, I said re-enters. She enters Scorpio on November 6th while Mercury is doing that his little thingy there, right?
Oh
And
my
then she
God.
enters Sagittarius on the 30th, which is, let me look at him again.
So all three of them go into Scorpio, and that means they're uncovering very deep information. Very, it's probably gonna, well, it's probably gonna stay spicy, I would say. I haven't
Yeah.
really looked into November yet.
Oh, he's going to station direct in Scorpio on November 29th. And you know he moves faster than Venus, so he's going to catch up to her during Thanksgiving or between Thanksgiving and Christmas,
The holiday season.
just to make it a little more crazy.
It's a little bit more spicy for holiday season. Mercury and
Right,
Scorpio.
because we ain't got enough to worry about.
Right. No, no,
I
no.
can't believe it's coming of the end of the year.
Happy birthday, Barbara. November 6th.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget, everyone. Diane and I do readings, and all of our information's in the description box if you'd like to get. Because this is some real. It's a really good time to get readings. Um, get it, and we do them together or separate, whichever you would prefer.
Yep, what you
We
like to.
love it.
Yeah.
And I got one more, and we got Cosmic Pearl. Expand your psychic gifts. Open the gate of the angelic realms. So when
Oh,
Dinah was talking about all the, we got Mars going in Scorpio, then we have Venus and Mercury. That is opening, that is clicking on psychic intuition, deep gut. You will know things. You will know you know things. Don't let anyone tell you you don't know things. You know,
exactly.
stay in your power. And okay, we love you, and we will be
Yeah.
back for the full moon in. Why can't I think, Diana? What's who's next? Libra, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, full moon Aries. No, yeah. Oh, it's Aries, really? Okay.
Well, it's a full moon, so yeah, it can't be in Libra if the sun's in Libra.
No, I don't even know what I'm thinking. Okay, so that will be on the 6th of October. I can't read my own writing. I thought
Right?
it said Libra from here. All right, y'all. We love you all very, very, very much, and we will be back. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Right? And I curses to everybody.
Oh, that's so sweet. Be
Love ya.
safe, guys. Love you.
Bye bye.